Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be episode 9. I'm going to keep going with MI. So as far as we got last time was Steam Quarry, and we ran some bronze drills. All good. But now we need to get into the electric age. So we're going to go for an analog circuit and go straight for the assembler so we can start automating a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to get on it. One thing you'll notice, because there's a small little bug in the pack, is in the regular inventory, tooltips don't exist. It's being worked on. Don't worry, I'm going to try and just use my AE2 terminal where I can see stuff, so you guys know what I'm clicking on whenever I get back to recording. But yeah, I hope that is ready for a good bit of progression. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. So let's get started on this. And that's already the analog circuit. Step 1. Now for the assembler. I can't spell. Assembler. Here we are. For the assembler, we need hold on. There we are. For the assembler, we're gonna need 2 of these, 4 robot arms, 2 conveyor belts, basic machine hull, which is gonna take another one of these, steel machine casing, 3 tin cables, and 2 redstone batteries, which is gonna take redstone dust, tin cables, this batter alloy stuff. And for this, we need to we can use alloy smelter, but it ultimately comes from, well, maybe that's how you do make it. Huh. Oh well. And money and lead. That's all. Hold on. What? Here uses smelt. Oh, it was stuck over here. Duh. Either way, it comes from lead and antimony. We need to get a bunch of that stuff. Mix it, all that stuff. So I need to get to, let me pull that back up here, the assembler, right? So what we're going to need is, once we get the assembler, what we'll start doing is we need a few of these. We need, actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, 7 of them, I think. Okay, 7 of these. Once we have that, and we have some of the electric machines, so we're talking compressor, cutting machine, macerator, mixer, packer, wire mill. That's it. And a few of these. Your first goal in MI, electricity wise, should be automate assemblers. Because since they'll be crafting everything, you need to have a bunch of them. And so you don't want to put them aside. You want to autocraft them. You want a bunch of them. Once you can autocraft assemblers, you can use those assemblers to start auto-crafting of the rest of the machines here. And once you have a bunch of these machines, the beginning of your factory is gonna just come together just like that. I mean, it's gonna be easy as pie, cake. I don't know the references or the sayings. Either way, it's gonna be easy, I'm telling you. So, remember, 7 of these, a few of each of these, because we need to do the recipes. So what are we doing here? Let's set some of these here, robot arms. Oh, holy shit. And then pistons, Magnetic steel, we're gonna have to use polarizer there. So total cost, we're looking at, let's see, do one of that. So cost-wise, I mean, come on, that's cheap. That's cheap. Now putting it together, that's a lot of steps. And this is for like the first important electric machine. So what I'm going to do pretty much is I'm going to take a bunch of stuff, and for each of these, I'm just going to make a bunch of it. Just going to make a bunch of it. I'm going to overproduce, so I know I can make enough. Actually, you know, we need 7 of these, right? So I can go 7. 200 I mean, this is super cheap, you know? I've got so much, I could probably just make it in the, making this if I wanted to. Without the hammer. Yeah. But, we'll get this done. We'll get this done. So, I'll come back when I have the assembler. And I can put it down. And I'm also going to upgrade these boilers to the large steam boiler here. This one. Cheap. But this one's going to allow us to make 256 EU a tick worth of steam instead of where is it? Instead of 16. So a lot more. It's going to be able to power a lot of our stuff. And then so the first thing after I end up crafting all this and automating not only the assemblers, but these, first order of business, automating drills, both bronze and steel. Okay, so the things to automate the bronze and steel drills, I may make them separate from the actual factory line, purely because they need to there always need to be research to this. If I put it in a big factory in the setup I plan on doing, which is the way I've always done it, the resources might accidentally get diverted somewhere else. Now, a loss of a drill and a split for just a second kills efficiency and slows down the whole factory. It all grinds to a halt. So, what I'm going to do is every single, not every output. Okay, no, so ores will be processed first. Then, from storage, high priority will go into the line that makes, into the production line that makes the drills. Overflow, which there will be a lot of overflow, I can guarantee that, but overflow will go to the rest of the factory, ensuring that there will always be drills and more than enough. It will slow down with the usage, but it'll take some time to kind of fill up the buffer of drills and resources. But once that it's there, it's going to go through those resources very slowly, and it's going to feed the rest of the factory. But that's our first order of business. Once we get this going, more power, electric quarry, so we can actually do the steel drills here. Let's see, right? Well, we need the electric quarry, which is electronic circuits. We're not there yet. And then I can boost these efficiency, and these will pump out a lot of ores. And I guarantee you very, very soon after that, very soon, we will be producing enough so we can craft those things that we wanted, like the digital, the flux, this, right? We will have more than 214,000 redstone. Tell you that much. So just a matter of time. Got to get on it. I'm gonna do that right now. Let's go. Another adventure. And bam, there we go. Well, not yet. Let's craft it. Look at this beautiful, sexy machine. So, assembler. This is now 1 of 7. Remember, we have more to make. now I have one, which is nice. So, make more, hook them up. I'm also going to route or not route, but I'll use a quantum ring to get some resources over here because I do have some good resources lying around from, let's see, from over here, from the mech processing area. So there's good resources. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an interface that'll allow me to interface with these resources, so I can use them. And then, let's see. And then I'll set up not only the assemblers, but, macerators and whatnot. No. Ore into macerators. Macerate it once, and then send it through this system here. That should 10x my ore output. Yes, we can get higher using occultism and higher fortunes, but I have this all set up, so why the fuck not use it, So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. I have to process a lot of this stuff. So anything that can go through here will go through here. So we can 10x our things. So I'm going to need, let's see. Let's see. View recipe tree. So copper, or the redstone, copper, tin. No. Here. Tin. How many tin cables I need, or how much tin I need. A single, okay, that's fine. And some gold. So I know exactly how much I need. Okay. So raw synthetic oil, lubricant, I can do that. Silver dust, I can do that as well. All good. Steel, lead, I can do that. Steel, right now I'm going to use the mechanism way, the way I have been getting it. I will set up an MI version to get it though. Coal dust, I can get that. Antimony, I can get that. That's gonna need its own thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna need about 8 macerators. Let's see, where is it? 8 macerators. So 6 more cylinders, 8 macerators, and then a handful of these. Pretty much, I need 1 machine per craft. So per everything I need. So if we look inside the assembler recipe, I need 1 compressor that does copper plates. I don't need any others. 1 wire mill that does copper wire. 1 wire mill that does copper fine wire. 1 assembler that does resistors. I need, 1 cutting machine that does steel rods. 1 compressor that does tin plates. That's it. So it'll be very easy to set up. And then I'm also going to need to quickly automate pipes. Nope. Pipes. I'm going to do bread like I always do. So bronze curved plates and steel gears. So we got this. We set it up. So there's going to be a big time warp. And that's scary. Super blood moon. Stay the fuck away from me. Yeah. Gonna be time warp. Gonna get a bunch of this shit done. Now that I got my first, shouldn't take too long. I just dump a shit ton of resources at it. We're gonna get this as quick as possible. It's almost midnight for me right now. I want to try to get, it's gonna be a big leap, but I want to try and get assemblers automated before I go to bed. I'm gonna be up for so long. Let's do this. And now. Okay, small update. I did not get done what I wanted to get done today. I will continue whenever I get time next to record. If you're hearing this, this is not the end of the episode. Just want to let you guys know kind of progress-wise on where I am. And like how far I'm progressing. So right now it's really late, or I should say early. I don't know. It's been, I don't know, what, 5-6 hours. I'm gonna go to bed. But this is what I've done so far. Wall of dusts. Removed everything. I embedded steam turbines into the wall. Because it looks very pretty this way. Use the pipe config card for this. Have them going through. This is for all the raw ores that are actually getting turned into raw ore and then processed over at my mechanism setup. So I'm getting like, I don't know, I'm turning like I think I'm turning 9 raw ore into like 30 dust or something. Which is, that's pretty good. And then, here's also nickel as well. Over here, I've just got it going for the I have it processing the antimony, lignite, bauxite, and coal dust that I had mined up from the digital miner. That's going. The sulfur that comes out of here is being stored over here. And any overflow goes into the ME system, and anything from the ME system is getting pulled right here. So this is just set up so ores on this page, dusts on this page. And then over here I haven't started anything, but this is where like plates will be, blah blah blah. Over here I have one large steam boiler doing everything right now. And I'm feeding it with archwood logs because I have lots and lots and lots of those right here. And I'm just fueling with water here. All fine and dandy. And then, oh, a little bit of lag. And then for the mechanism ore processing, I got lazy and I had to just do this. Make sure that these guys had enough power because they were sucking up power. And then I have this funky thing because I don't know how else to do this, where I'm getting a bank dock, which is where the raw ore is coming. They each go into their respective formulaic assemblicators. Out with logistical support sorters, down to the bank, and then chucked into here where they're processing. And then I use configurable chests because I have the resources now to just kind of auto export through and just dump it into here. There's probably a better way to do this. I have tested the compacting drawer. Yeah, the compacting drawer. The only problem is that if the compacting drawer is empty, you can't pipe anything into it. It's very annoying. I don't know why it's like that. And then there's the packers, but I thought it would be a pain in the ass to get, what's it called? I thought it would be a pain in the ass to get the like steam and more turbines over here because I have to use MI power. So I landed on just auto crafting. So this is auto crafting. I don't think there's many more that need raw ore anyway, so I think that's fine. And anything else that can be processed through this, I'll probably set up to just go straight into here. But aside from that, that's all I've done. I want to keep working whenever I can. I don't know when though. I do still need to finish automation of the assemblers. And that's it. I need to get this hooked back up. Like I can throw all these in here. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. So I'm hoping to like do neat with this. So you have like the you have the steam coming in the back, and the power coming out the back and then going through here, and then you just have the item pipe going out the back. Over here, what I have and what I do with all of my setups is pretty much input on the top, machine down right into a barrel with a buffer. I know, maybe 4,000 or 8,000, however much these hold. It seems like a lot. It's not. So, buffer, and underneath it is the red item pipe with more stuff, with an in-out filtered, and that goes to the rest. So it can pull out of there, and it's all just one very, very big item pipe network. Very efficient that way. Always good to do it that way. So, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I think this is it for ore basic, like base ore processing for the ores you get out of the ground and whatnot. For the most part. I'll probably throw like diamond and emerald here if I need. And then I'll probably remove this and put an EB up here for steel eventually. And then next to it one for soldering alloy. And then next to that I'll do a coke oven with mixers on top of it to get lubricant. And then what I'll do is, depending on the row here, I'll feed that pipe in the back and it'll just pop out here. So if I need soldering alloy for some of them, then I'll have like a line of soldering alloy pipe and assemblers that need that. And for cutting machines, same thing. It'll just all through the back and then pop out. And since that's exactly 3, I mean, it's perfect. And then these machines will go this way. Bam, 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 bam. More steam, steam boilers will be out the back right here. I'm not going to do too many, but just enough to kind of get me at least to maybe liquid fuels this time. I have never touched liquid fuels. I'd like to touch it this time. And yeah. I would also like to avoid using AE2. I may not use mechanism. I know it will give me more ore output, but getting it over there and then bringing it back sounds like a pain, is a pain. I'm thinking of just processing it all here and just doing more of this in the wall instead. And then instead of this, I'll do like, no, I'll probably keep that. And then I'll just deal with it. And then, yeah, so I'll just have one turbine powering 2. I know it's not enough, can only get to about half efficiency, but once I upgrade my turbines, I can make it work, you know? And so I may do that. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, it could be 4, 5, 6. So I actually want to push this over because I want these grouped together. So yeah, I'll probably do that, and I can probably do more. I have space. And then I may do another room for other quarries. Like, you know, like maybe like this right here, and then I'll just do it right here. Because I plan to do a few of each. What am I doing? You can tell I am not good at recording. I guess next time you'll see me, which for you will be in maybe a couple seconds. For me, I don't know how long I will have finished. I will say I will have finished the assembler automation. Gotta get it done. Modernization. Love it. Hate it. Let's do this. Okay, and with enough Netflix on second screen and mindlessly putting stuff together, should have things going here. Almost. Conveyors. Not. Oh, I didn't set them to. Oh no, I didn't. I set them to go out. Let's see. Are they set? No, they're not. Bam. There we are. Assemblers automated. Look at that. And nope, down. Bam. Awesome. So that's automated. And with that automated, that means we have just about everything. Meaning we can also automate the rest of these machines. I didn't worry about the rest of the machines because they're all easy to make. The assembler was more difficult because you required all this. All these machines required not as much. Definitely not as much. Motors were easy to make. This one was a little bit, but I didn't have to craft too many of those. So I focus on assemblers. But now I can also craft the rest. What I'll probably do actually is... Ooh, why is it Z fighting? What the hell? I might actually just leave it there. Craft as many as I can, whatever. I'll reduce the max amount of space inside of these though. So like... These can be at like 8. 8 and 8. There we are. And then let me... What if I had like a chest somewhere that was like connected to this main thing? Maybe I could like... What if I just place it there? And I put a sign for like return to system. Or return to network, I guess. And then underneath it, let's see. Get some of this. Break that. Grab a piece of cobblestone and get back again. Cobblestone. Let's get rid of that. And then what we'll do is I can pull out of that with a really low extract priority and just connect it up anywhere. It doesn't matter where. Oh, that works. And so if I accidentally grab something that I don't need anymore, and I just want to get it back into the system wherever it is, I can just throw back in here. So I should be able to throw that back in there. Redstone dust I should be able to throw back in there. That, and that. And it should, yeah, it's taking it, and it should be putting it back into here. So now with my main initial goal done, I need to automate pipes of both item and fluid varieties. More machines. Bronze. I haven't even done bronze for some reason. Fire clay, which is used for, I think the plated. I don't even know anymore. Fire clay, just in case. You never know. I'm actually going to unhook up these from the mechanism setup and reset it up to just process through MI, because I want to cut out my need for using AE2 completely. take it out of the whole picture. Maybe for some very small specific things that I do want to input, but other than that, there's no need for it. Like for the sugarcane for the paper and such like that. Stuff that needs to come externally. And then I need quarries. Do that. Automate the drills. Steel. We have everything for it, really. Bronze. We have even more everything for it. Just need to get this going. And then, yes, I set up the quarries, and then I set up, let's see, what's this? This is electric quarry. This was going to require aluminum, so that means blast furnaces and probably a few of them. Honestly thinking of doing maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do 5. Yeah, I'll do that. 5 electric blast furnaces here. And then I'll do, let's see, what else are they going to be used for here in the Cooper nickel or Cupro nickel? Yeah, whatever. Aluminum and silicon and steel, and that's all I'm going to need right now for a hot bit. So I'll do 3 EBFs for aluminum, 1 EBF for silicon, and 1 EBF for steel. No, I need more. 2 for steel, 2 for aluminum, 2 for, okay, yeah. 2 for steel, 2 for aluminum, 1 for silicon, and then I'll do, I'm going to need centrifuges so I can start using carbon instead. I'm just set up a bunch of them. I just set up a bunch of them because carbon is going to take forever to make. And then one more thing. We got compact machines in this latest let's see. Compact machines. We got compact machines in the latest update. It's going to replace hyperboxes. So, for update again, 1.15, and if you're watching this and you're playing as well and you're currently in 1.14 or lower, before updating to anything higher, move whatever you have in your hyperboxes to compact machines. Compact machines will be added, hyperboxes removed. So we're going to have to do that. That's going to be an important task. So what the heck? What? Oh. If you guys ever see, if you can see, hold on. If you can see these black dots, I mean, there's not the black dots, these white dots everywhere. Yeah, you might be able to see it a little bit. If you can see that, options, video settings, performance, disable this. Mostly goes away. Awesome feature. So yeah, this and these two we need to change. The rest have nothing in them, thankfully. What I'm probably gonna have to do is take out all the complex stuff, and then I'll use the building or the copy paste. There we go, the copy paste gadget, probably. And that'll probably how I'll do that. It's gonna be a pain in the ass though. I really wish I didn't have to do that, but it's whatever. I'll do it later though, since I'm not updating yet. Okay, yes. So first order of business, right? Other machines, just a few more assemblers here. So we got what's 6 here, 6, 7, 8. So for the more, we'll do furnaces. That's 1. 2 for the mixers. 3 for the alloy smelters. That's fine. 4 for the compressor. Bending machine 5. We'll do bending machine 6. Cutting machine 6. Yes. Wire mills. We don't need any of those. That's not too important. Macerators 7. 100%. Let's see. Hmm. Did I do... Have I done... I don't think I have. Um, where's motors? What am I out of here? Huh. Um, and then 8. Um, turbines. That'll take up the rest of here, and that'll set us up. Then after that, I also need to do, using what I have here, I'll probably do, we have copper going, and we have tin going. That does bronze, so I'll use another alloy smelter for bronze. And then I'll set up more of the stuff for the bronze thing. So, more compressors, more bending stuff. I'm gonna have to put a few more here, or no. Well, if I'm using assemblers here, I'll figure it out. More cutting machines, more assemblers for stuff like this does. Oh, that's why that's not going anywhere. There we go. Okay. And then quarries. I was thinking, instead of putting them down here, because I want to do quite a few, and my goal, I would like to try and fit all of MI inside this one room. It's gonna get cramped, especially when I have nice stuff like this, and I don't want to, like, let's say, stack it, because if I could stack it, oh, it would totally fit. But I'm gonna try not to. We're gonna see. I really don't want to have to expand, but I will. If I do need to expand, I will. What I'm gonna do is probably right here. I mentioned that I wanted to put a little another room for quarries, but what I might do instead is a little kind of like elevator shaft that goes up to the surface. And then on the surface, I'll build a little platform for it and I kind of decorate it all and run it there. And then it'll just be a decorative elevator shaft. Let's say a broken one, an abandoned one, whatever. And I'll just add like a hidden elevator just so I can get up and down quickly. But yes, so more machines, EBFs, bronze, and then medium voltage, because for medium voltage, all we're missing is aluminum from EBFs. We have everything else. We'll be fine. And as soon as I get that, instantly, first order of business, upgrade everything to medium voltage. Everything. All can get upgraded. I might keep these as low voltage because there's no need to really go higher right away. But I may just do it because at that point I'll be automating these holes here, and so there's gonna be a bunch. So I can totally do that. But yeah, medium voltage is all this keeps up because like this here is not keeping up. I mean, these things are dying all the time. And then yeah, so medium voltage, and that'll allow us to run medium voltage through electric quarries, and then I'll do a few bronze electric quarries and a few I'll do a few bronze electric quarries, and I'll do a few steel electric quarries, and then once I start getting resources pumping through the factory, it'll go quick enough to keep up with going on the same system, but not taking up all of the resources for just the drills. So hopefully it'll work out. And then, also I won't have to keep going in here and like, oh, wait, let's see. Oh no, that's just because this is slow. Okay. But I won't have to keep going in and be like, oh, do I need more tin? Let's just grind some more tin ingots down and send them through the ME system, because then it'll just be getting its own resources from here. And for simple things like the macerators, I would like to eventually upgrade these to processing arrays so I can do a lot more and increase the speed of the quarries even more and produce a lot of resources. My goal for the end of this is at least, what is it, 2.147? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Billion of each dust type. That's my goal. Which means filling one quantum barrel worth of each of the major resource dust types, whatever I can get out of the quarries. So if I go, let's see, what's my steam quarry? Let's see, electric quarry, right? I want to be able to get, you know, 2 point whatever billion antimony dust. No, I don't care for diamond ore, honestly. It's all not, because those will take forever, ever. Lapis lazuli, lead, all that stuff. I want a bunch of them. And also, once I get the electric ore going, I can use this for the digital miner, and I can produce these via AE2, of course, and it'll produce me uranium, fluoride, and osmium. Then I can use this to power that big fucking nuclear reactor in the void, and I will literally get that reactor going purely just for completionist sake. I don't care for it. I'm making so much power with my gas burning generator tower that I made like 0.5 episode ago that it's not needed really, and it's just so much of a hassle to keep going. So yeah, I'm just gonna whatever with it. Doesn't matter. I need more of these two. What's the advanced large steam boiler also takes the electronic circuit, so I'm gonna have to do that because that'll do 1,000 EU a tick out. And this thing is, I mean, we're struggling here. I don't even think we're keeping up with steam demand here. Are we? No, see, we're not. We're not keeping up at all. So that's another thing. I need more of these. So maybe 1 or 2 more I can do right away. Since I set this up so all the hatches are right down the center. Oh, come on. Can I go, please? Are right down the center. I can wall share them. Beautiful. So let's do that. Let's get on this. I'm yapping away too much. We just gotta do stuff. Yay! More Netflix. And we're back, and I've completed what I wanted to complete. We're all good. You'll see different changes now. I've upgraded some things to medium voltage. I think this was already here. I don't know. I added more things here. These things down here are now overdrive modules because I have that, and some basic upgrades to get them to go quick, especially with the redstone dust. All right, this thing's tick crafting. I need maybe a little faster because I want to collect enough redstone dust to do the flux singularity drive, so we can start storing power inside the ME system, and also one for I think source and also chemical, because I like to store the ethane, but I may stay away from the chemical one and just do the source one. I'm storing all of the resources inside this single bank 7. So let's see. So I've got first priority is for it to store here. Second is here. So this will just show like a thing, and I'll upgrade these eventually. But then third and final for the least priority is this bank dock here, which stores all the extra that isn't being used by MI. And this is what shows up in the ME system here. And so anything I add in will go into here because I've set this priority. Oh, I did not set this priority. This it's because I broke it. This priority is like 30,000. It needs to be the first priority. Anything I throw in here that matches this goes into here. So should emerald dust actually, and salt. Do I have salt dust? Salt dust should also be here. And diamond. Oh, is that it? No. Diamond dust needs to also be here. Do I have quartz dust? Yes. Okay. So everything should just go here, right? That's where we want it to go. We don't want to, because we want to be super bulk, but we also want it to be able to see here. And then with this stuff, it's not being auto extracted down anymore. It's actually coming up and out, so it can use that as a medium for storage without these looking empty, because I want these to look full. It looks nice when they're full. Everything's slowly going through. a lot of stuff after a lot of AFKing. So I think last time I recorded was last night. So I AFK'd overnight. A lot of these things just filled up. I let it go overnight. Some things are not exactly full, so motors are still taking time. But now it's not a copper wire issue; it was a tin wire issue, and then now I'm running into power problems. So I'm gonna have to replace all of this with medium voltage, but this is building up slowly. Got to keep letting this go. And then this needs to build up as well. Why is this? This does not need to be that. Can I go down a little bit? Thank you. This needs to build up too. So I need this and the other one and the holes to build up so I can place that in everything and upgrade it all around. Here, I switched using electrolyzers for the bauxite, and the titanium tiny dust is being processed into regular titanium dust back there. But I can't do anything with it yet. I switched over my rubber production to start using carbon dust instead of, well, it's also using coke dust, but mainly carbon dust from the coke oven because it was not going fast enough. This is, oh wow, it's backing up. No way. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's going. Should be going a little quicker though. And this is backing up, which is nice. We don't need more of that. Quarry wise, blah 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 blah. Let's see, where is it? Up top. So I was gonna do the elevator shaft here. Haven't done it yet. Quarries. I've done 3 of each. 3 of bronze drills, 3 of steel drills. I have an oil drilling rig set up here, but it's not actually connected to anything yet. I have yet to do that. I will do that later, off camera, after this episode's over, because I don't want to. And then these are all overclocked to whatever I can do right now. So they're going as quick as possible. They each extract into a large configurable chest here and get pulled out. Great. You might notice that I'm not wall sharing with them when I could, but if I did wall share, I'd have to also use this front block because I need at least 3 hatches, and that's ugly. So I opted to just use a little more resources so I can keep everything in the back here. So everything's there. We got medium voltage. I've got 3 turbines per. Make sure that's got a lot of headroom. And I'm keeping up with the drills on these. I don't know how I'm going to keep up with the drills on this. I think my aluminum production is just a little bit too slow, so I'm going to have to speed that up a bit. What else is new? I honestly think that's a bit about it. Oh, no. I have this set up here. Return to network. Oh, I guess that doesn't want to go back. Why does that not want to go back? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Here? Oh, that's why. It's supposed to, like, for certain things like machines and cables and upgrades and whatnot, it's pretty much supposed to just pull from here because I have the, that is a, underneath is a pipe with a really, really high extract or really low extract, high extract priority. But the number's low, it's really negative because the bigger difference is what goes first. So pretty much, yeah. And so this will, if I'm working on machines and whatnot, instead of having to go look and go put them all back, I just throw them in there. I would like a way to take stuff out easily, but maybe I'll do that later. I don't know. And another thing is I moved everything to compact machines. Here's that farm. This is this farm. I haven't put any of the source stuff yet in this one, and it was just super simple using the it's back, the copy paste gadget here. So super easy to move over. And since I can do copy paste gadget and it's not a cut paste, what I'm going to do is actually take this, gather a bunch of these stuff, and do more. 100 million is not enough for me. I need to fill up a quantum barrel eventually, which is way more than that. Not enough. So, I need to get more of that. So yeah, other than that, what I'm going to do, what you're going to start seeing next episode most likely is going to be me using the electric quarries. So electric quarries, Nope, where is it? Electric quarry, here we are. And what's going to happen is I'm going to use it, and I'm going to set up a autocraft for these digital miners here. All right. We could totally autocraft these. I think the big problem really is going to be the refined obsidian, because that takes obsidian. Obsidian I don't exactly have a way to automate right now, because lava is a little bit pain in the ass to automate. Oh, but I'm close to this. Oh no, I can make this. Ooh, wait. Okay, hold on. I will do that also. Obsidian. Look at, see, MI is awesome. So yeah, lava. Okay, lava to obsidian, and then for lava, I could do this, but that's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take forever to make. I may do something with maybe netherrack, I mean. Yes, it takes a long time. No, that takes too long. I'll do blaze powder, because I have to set up a little mob farm as well. I'm gonna do them inside of the compact machines, and blaze powder I can get super easily. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna get my obsidian for it. Then I'm gonna automate. So yes, next episode, what we're gonna do, I'm going to set up an electric quarry to use the digital miners, because that'll give me digital miners. This will give me osmium, which we have plenty of already, but the big thing is fluorite and uranium. That'll give us everything we need for the uranium hexafluoride, which gets turned into fissile fuel for the mechanism fission reactor. And I know I built a really big one. I don't need it. I mean, hell, my skyscraper of ethene generators will probably produce about as much as that thing will, but on full boogie, I should say. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to make it, set it at a low burn rate, just so I can get some of the byproduct out of it, just enough so I can make what I need going further. But now with this, I have enough so I could theoretically set it up to make a lot more. And then I need to aim for yeah, and then I need the vacuum freezer so we can end the mob farm, so we can get lava and then obsidian, so we can autocraft the digital miners easily and have the resources for it completely automated. And that's it, I think. So end of next episode, we'll be having the fission reactor finished. And I'll also do a bunch of I'll do a bunch of mob farms. So I'm gonna have multiple compact machines, each with their own mob type inside of them for mob farms. And yes. Ooh, I gotta figure out how this is gonna work. I really hope that it doesn't try and spawn them outside of the range. I'll have to see. But yeah, mob farms on each of them. If I end up having to do them on the outside, I will do them on the outside. It does not have to be inside of a compact machine. So we're going to do one for blaze, one for witches, because witches is how I'm getting my glowstone dust, and I'm going to need a lot of that too. And bone skeletons, string, so spiders for string, so I'm getting wool. And then I need to do one for, I don't know. Right? I said blazes already? Blazes. Wither skeletons. I have to go there and get that stuff going. And then I'm also, when I get the... No, never mind. That's for a future episode. I'm like yapping too much right now. So yeah, I'm going to finish it off right here. This is done. This episode has been very much a lot of me, hey, I'm going to do this. Cut. Me do it. Come back. Hey, look what I did. Going to keep going. Cut. Come back. Hey, look, I did more stuff. Cut. Come back. Hey, look, this is it. I'm done with the episode. This is what MI is going to be like. MI is not something, I'm sorry, and I can dedicate a 0.5 video to explaining everything about my MI setup. I can make it like an hour long video explaining everything, how I have it all set up, what does what, my thought process behind it. But the actual progression is going to be like this because I can't physically record and record everything that I'm doing, or even decide what should I stop recording for specifically. You know, I mean, am I in a hole is like, um, it's just not. It's not something that's easily, I think for me in the way I process, um, how I process the setup and how I put stuff together. It's just not too easy to know when I should be recording because everything's about the same. All these are just setting up single machines to do certain things and throwing them all to the network, and that's it. There's nothing more to it really, um, in my eyes at least. And as I said, I can always make a video explaining it for the people who may not understand it. But as I'm in the zone and I'm trying to get stuff done, the speed or the rate at which I'm actually progressing will diminish so much, so much, if I'm like recording and explaining what I'm doing every single time, compared to if I were to just do it, and then come back later and be like, hey, this is what I've done. This is how it works. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't have this problem with any other mod. MI is specific. It is, it takes a lot to process. And so when I finish MI, I will have a video. I will put out a video that is probably an hour long. I will set it up with timestamps and everything. So if you're looking for something specific, you got it, and I'll explain everything about my setup. And if I'm using something outside of modern industrialization uses, I will explain a method of doing it with modern industrialization. So, for example, just a quick example, I'm using alloy smelters, which is from extended industrialization, and most mod packs nowadays will have it. But normally, you take the dusts, you use a mixer, and then you get the mixed dust and then just smelt it. Some things like that. Or if I'm using, like originally I was using other means of getting some of this stuff, I don't know what is there. I don't know, but if I ever come in with that, I'm trying to stay away from A2. So like, the only thing I'm using for A2 right now is sugarcane for paper. For this, that's it. I'm not pulling anything extra from any other means. All of this right now is currently self-sustaining. But if people are curious about my sugarcane farm to get me there, I can do that. It's most likely not going to use MI because there's nothing from MI to really farm that. But, I can show my A2 version or suggest maybe a good vanilla version. And obviously one that works best for Craftoria, what we're playing. But yeah, so I'll catch you on the next episode, which should be episode 10th episode. Doing the stuff with Mechanism. Take a pause on MI. I'm also gonna just let it go, and just rack up resources. So hopefully I can get those drives soon. I am at 252,000 redstone dust. This needs to be upwards of 1 million. So it's going to take some time. One thing though is, let's see, large. So there's large machines now with the thing, and right here. So we have a large electric macerator and a large electric furnace. This isn't large electric blast furnace. It's just a large electric furnace, and we can craft it, and it batches. Depending on the batch size and cost determined by coil used. So I can use, I think, different coils, and depending on that, you do more per. But that means I can do like for redstone, instead of producing 1 per tick, I can maybe produce or process 16 per tick or more. And that means I can speed up or add more quarries and just get a buttload. I mean, I could hit a million an hour right now, and I'm maybe doing maybe 100,000 an hour. Because I'm really limited just by the bottom one. Um, so I'll have to look at that in the future when I get back into MI. But right now, MI, I'm done for a couple episodes. I got to do other stuff. We have other stuff to do. We have mechanism. It's lagging. There it is. Mechanism. I want to finish. I stopped here. I never got past it. We need to do this. I want to get to um Fusion and SBS and just finish the pack. Finish this one. And then I can go around and just start crafting all this other stuff to finish it off. Another thing I have to touch, pneumatic craft. I haven't touched it. Not a single... Nothing. I got to do it. I've never played it before. Or no, I have in an old pack. Pneumatic craft. No, Sevtech Ages. Great pack. But haven't played it since. It's been a really, really long time. They've probably updated since then, and I don't remember anything. So it's gonna be brand new. You're gonna explore it with me. Powa, I haven't done much. I really should. Really, really, really should. Just other things. Again, haven't done much. AE2, I've done basics, but I haven't gone into it too much. There's a lot of stuff, cool stuff I have yet to do. Should do it. I've really only done tech. I've done a little bit of theurgy, you've seen, and I want to automate some stuff in it. Ars Nouveau, I've done some stuff. I haven't even scratched the surface, though. Iron spells, I don't even know. This looks super cool, though. This looks really, really cool. And occultism, again, I haven't touched it. People have told me it's a little bit tough, a little bit time consuming, but it's something I want to get through. Need to do this. That's another thing, right? I need to get another stars so I can do the spawners in places that I'm not gonna be near. And then look at all this stuff I haven't even touched. Oh my god. I really need this stuff here. Ay ay ay. Yeah. And then we're almost, next step is stainless. So very, very soon we can make the infinite water stuff. So there's the water drive here. The infinity water cell. Let's see. Infinity. So there's infinity water cell and cobblestone cell. Right? And this takes everything we have aside from the stainless steel tanks. Same with this, everything but the stainless steel barrels. Soon, very soon. Because I mean, all we need is this, and let's see, how close are we? Copper nickel. Oh, we could make it. I mean, if you gave me another hour, so I could probably get there. Because everything's here. Oh, never mind. Because chromium we have to process through. No, because then I have to set up I'd get hydrochloric acid from, yeah, potassium chloride. No, here, salt. Yeah. Oh, this is using from extended industrialization. Okay, yeah, it would take me a bit of time. But we're at a stage where we can't. We have everything we need to. It just takes some time for setup. So I need to stop talking. This episode's going to be forever because I'm mad lazy to edit. I jumped into this series like, hey, yeah, I'll just document what I'm doing, and then I end up spending more time editing than actual recording. Though I feel like that's with a lot of people, but my brain doesn't function like that. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, well, I'll see you guys all in the next episode. I'll try and get more stuff done, and explain more eventually. But take care, peace, and I'll see you next time.